Now you can see.
Good job.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Good job, Doc.
Over the years, we've definitely become pretty good at this.
What if it was veterinary Olympic?
I think we'd fare pretty well.
I think we fare well because one thing about it, whatever they throw at us,
We'll be able to tackle.
we'll be able to tackle it because we just do so much variation in animals. You know, they bring in the rabbits and the squirrels and the...
Spiders.
That's the secret
Oh,
weapon.
yeah.
We may just gone from silver to gold. To stand up on the podium.
Like, see me now? And put that goal up.
Yep. You gotta bring it, and that way you gotta point at it. Get it, get it. Okay, big girl.
Get you better.
The Critter Fixers will take on just about any animal, including reptiles. Today, a large lizard arrives full of love and something else.
How you been? Everything good?
She hasn't defecated in, I'd say, like a week or two by now.
Oh, wow.
Today, I brought in Monstro. She's my Argentine black and white Tegu. She's showing signs of constipation.
What you been feeding?
The most recent things she ate was chicken necks, and she's been trying very hard to get something out. I got her way back in 2012 at a Reptile Expo. She follows me around the house all the time. She just loves me so much. I love her so much.
You feel it?
Oh, yeah.
That ain't good. Good boy. I mean, that is hard. I can almost feel it's about the size of an egg.
My word.
All right, I'm gonna shoot an X-ray and see what we got.
All right, thanks. Oh, poor thing.
Tegus are omnivores. These animals usually would get everything they need while they're out in the wild. But since we tend to raise them in our homes, sometimes they don't quite get those different diets. They can develop constipation and also have nutritional deficiencies. Good boy.
What is it?
This is probably the biggest interlith I've ever seen. It's as big as his body. I mean, it's this big. I mean, literally, it's this big. Wow. It's bad. Interlith is basically a combination of urates as well as food particles all in one big, massive ball. And it backs everything up. Really, I don't have any other choice but actually to take this patient to surgery, because this is probably the only chance that this Tegu has to live. I'll be honest, this is bad.
Like life-threatening bad?
Life-threatening bad.
Monstro.
I don't know, bro.
Whatever you can do, please. I really love that girl.
Unfortunately, probably have to have that surgically removed. And I'm gonna be honest, it's probably 50-50.
Goodness gracious. Try everything you can to help her. She, like, one of the few things that brought me happiness in life. Poor girl. It's starting to cheer up, man. Just see her as a God-given gift, honestly. Oh, goodness. She's my little baby dinosaur, so I love her so much. We've been through so much together, so I really don't want to lose her. She's my baby girl.
I know how much this kid loves this Tegu. I mean, he loves it. It's like carrying the burden because you know you got a job to perform and you know the odds are actually against you. That tucker is huge.
Yeah, you can tell they're taking up at least half of the abdomen. Sometimes you have to be invasive, buddy. So that's what we need to do to get it out.
That's what you pay me for, right?
That's what I pay the big bucks for, man, for this, to get it out.
I ain't usually nervous. This one just feels different. I don't know if it's because of the kid who is depending on me or how possibly grave this situation is. I don't know. This one got me pacing a little bit. I hope that I can perform the miracle of the day. It's so big, bro. That's the thing that got me. Relative is just huge.
It'll feel better when it's out, though, right?
I appreciate the confidence that I'm gonna get it out.
Yeah, we're gonna get it out.
No, man. We'll see. All right. Knock him down.
Yes, sir. We can do it.
This is a very difficult procedure on a very rare animal, and a lot can go wrong here.
Pre-anesthetics for our Tegu. There you go. Barely fit.
Barely. Doing all these surgeries, people sometimes probably think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yes.
Kind of like an automobile, you know, the carburetor's here, a pulley here, your battery's here. but not with an animal. The intestines of a Tegu is definitely much more delicate than that of a cat or a dog. And one nick in the wrong place, and this animal probably would die. You can go ahead and open them up, boss.
All right. Yeah. Feel anything?
Yeah. So doggone big.
I have to hold it, make a hole in there, milk it out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
If we can't get it all the way out.
As I'm trying to get this ball out, it's probably the biggest inner lift I've ever seen. It just won't come. I have no other choice, but actually to make a large incision is something I really didn't want to do because it definitely increases the chance of this animal dying. Almost here.
Almost got it there.
All right, I think
There we go.
okay. This large thing is our problem.
It's like clay, though, ain't it?
It's like clay. I mean, it's huge, enormous. I'm thinking, man, what in the world? This is huge.
It's large.
And if we don't get this thing out of here, this animal's not gonna live.
No.
Milk it out. Huge.
So that would have never came out.
It's a piece of bone right there.
They're good, don't it?
Man, when I cut this thing open, it's got hair in it, it's got bone in it. I mean,
What's
you know,
not in there?
What's not in there is the thing. We flush and clean it out just in case there are little particles floating around, so then we can close.
It's pretty tedious work here. For a small area you're working in, a small animal you're working on. Looking good. Definitely gonna feel better. There's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot. We've gotten the mass out. There's a huge intestinal blockage that definitely wouldn't have passed. I mean, anytime you have to open the intestines, you always worry about septicemia and everything, but we did our best, and we're far from out the woods, but we at least can see to the other side.
That's it, bro.
We try, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Another one down. All right, time to wake up.
We're gonna go get Zan and let him see his baby here. Just waiting for him to wake up.
Hey, big girl, you did such a good job. Goodness, I'm glad you're not suffering anymore. Goodness. God, thank you so much.
We're gonna go over a list of stuff I'd recommend eating.
Well, that was all in there?
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, goodness. After seeing what came out of her, that was just horrific. Yeah, that was something, goodness. There's no way she would have gotten that out.
No way.
Oh, no. I'm glad I brought it to you, though, in time.
So stay with me for next day or so. We'll keep you posted.
All right, thank you.
No problem, brother.
Thank you so much.
Jason pays a visit to Dr. Hodges with some cold-blooded critters in need of care.
Big J!
What's going on?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Good to see
You
you.
good?
Good to see you.
Jason's a friend and a local reptile rescuer. And when Jason brings his boxes and his animals, you better have your A game because you never know what's gonna come out.
The box is big, but he's not that big, so don't worry.
I ain't worried about the size.
But it is venomous. This is a little timber rattlesnake.
Yeah.
We specialize in reptiles that other rescues can't take, animals that people are not supposed to have. So when it's confiscated, we've provided a place for that to go to. You know, just because these animals are deadly doesn't mean they don't need somebody to look out for their well-being. He's wild caught, and we're going to try to get him released, but the guy that caught him was like pinning him down really hard with a hoe or shovel or something. He was just all squished down. I just want to double check to make sure there were no internal injuries or broken bones there.
If we can get him in the tube,
Yeah, we can tube him.
get him in the tube. I'm gonna click a quick picture of his back end. I just want to look at the vertebrae.
Okay.
Let me get everything set up. If I get bit by a timber rattler, though, you gotta suck out the venom. When you have a venomous snake, I mean, the main thing you worry about is his mouth. I mean, if those fangs get in you and put in poison, you're in a whole lot of trouble. You need to have him in a tube so that that venom doesn't find its way into your body. All right.
What you see, Doc?
You see right here? He was pushing there. So we do have some soft tissue injuries here, but it doesn't seem to be a broken back. They should heal on our own.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's check out your next
See the
patient.
next. This is a little bitty snake, but they're extremely dangerous snakes. There's really no anti-venom for this snake, so when we get it out, I'm hoping that we don't make a mistake with this snake. This is an African bush viper. He'll get a little bigger than this. They're not really big snakes. I'm gonna have to see if I can even get this little guy in a tube.
Man, he is fast. It's small, but it's very deadly. And the last thing I want is an African bush viper lost and slithering through the clinic.
He's very quick. Oh, there we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
Huh?
So,
This is crazy. It's something this small, so deadly.
Snake venom stops the heart, it stops the brain. It's really scary. It's African bush viper. One bite and you're dead. There's no anti-venom, so I'm taking extra precautions.
this was a rescue that came in. Somebody had it that was not supposed to have it. It came in with all these little black markings all the way down it.
How do you think we got those lesions?
I have no idea. He was like that when he came into me. I've only had him for about maybe 6 weeks.
This one a little fresh. Tell you what, we give him an antibiotic injection that'll cover it all. Antibiotics are used whenever we have possible open lesions and possible a place for bacteria to grow. So we're gonna treat it with antibiotics and it should do the trick.
Don't get my thumb with that shot.
Jason, you worry about a shot?
I don't like needles, man.
All right.
I still got something else I want you to look at.
Jason and his mystery boxes. Stuff you have in them boxes can kill you.
Yeah, this one can kill you. I'm gonna sit this on the floor.
Sure.
You might want to just take a step back.
I will. You don't have to tell me twice. Jason keeps pulling out scarier and scarier snakes, and looks like he's saving the best for last.
This is an albino Chinese cobra.
Man, look at that thing.
He's hissing pretty good. This was also a snake that came in as a rescue. This snake was sent to us by the state, and he's got an abrasion, a cut or something under him. I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna tube him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna let you get a look at this.
For
guy.
sure.
There we go. That was pretty painless.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a pretty deep cut on the abdomen, so it definitely needs to be treated. I'm just gonna scrub this up a little bit. I clean this area up and give it an antibiotic injection. Hopefully this does the trick.
See how he wraps around your wrist? That's what you gotta watch when he's not tubed, because you can't just drop him.
Yeah, he got a nice grip. Hopefully you feeling better, my friend. You gonna let me go? Thank you much.
I will box this one up. There's nobody else I would bring this kind of stuff to ever. I feel pretty good taking these animals home. I'm not as worried about them now.
You got my number. Just keep me posted on how the skin on that cobra's doing, boss.
I will.
My man,
sir.
as
Yes,
always.
sir. Appreciate you.
All right.
I didn't leave any boxes, did I?
Trust me, we'll make sure.
If we like 2 miles in the woods, and I get bitten by a venomous snake on my leg, and I'm like, Hodges.
Wait, hold on. You started your leg. Go higher on the torso. We like work. Come on. Higher on the torso.
I think I feel like I'm fading out
Hey, you got bit what?
on my leg.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go help you out.
You go suck the venom out?
Look at your misery.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi, great, hanging in there. This little guy needs some help, though.
Okay, what we got here?
So this ball python was found by somebody in a car engine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm the president of the Georgia Reptile Society. The animal's a ball python and unfortunately found its way into a car engine, probably trying to get warm. We have a lot of people who are concerned about the animal, and we're hoping that it'll all turn out okay. You can see there's a burn at the end of his tail and prolapse. Yeah.
We definitely got to get this thing cleaned up and get it reduced if we can.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the baby back.
Okay.
And then we can assess it a little bit better.
Sure.
And then we'll have a game plan here, okay?
Okay.
All right, you ready to go with us? Baby, have a name?
We're calling him Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Yeah,
All right,
Pee-wee.
all right. Let's go, Pee-wee.
Thank you.
All right, be right back.
When we get burns, it actually damages the tissue, but what makes it tough in a snake is there's vertebrae inside. So the tissue dies, but the bone will still be there, and they get secondary bacterial infection.
Put him in a little chamber.
Yeah, get him in the chamber, get him relaxed.
Also, the prolapse definitely has to be treated because that tissue is not made to be exposed, and if left untreated, these animals can die.
All right, tail here there's necrotic and hard, so we're gonna just cut that up a little bit and put a stitch in there as well.
Yeah.
And start with a little tip there.
Debride means to cut away or to take away dead tissue. We want to debride where we're at the junction of healthy tissue and tissue that's dead. If I get to the tissue where there's blood, I know that we have a blood supply, and I know that it'll heal from that point.
Doesn't look too bad right there. Put us a stitch in there. There's some delicate work here.
So far, so good.
Yep.
What's that, Doc?
So what we're doing is putting a solution on here that has some dextrose in it or some sugar to try to help us reduce the size of the inflammation.
That sugar will draw some of the fluid out of that area, make it smaller so it's easier for us to reduce that prolapse and put a stitch in to physically keep the prolapse from pushing back out.
We want to make sure we leave a little small opening at the bottom so they can eliminate, and make sure we get on some antibiotics as well. All right, I think that's it.
That's it.
We'll wake the baby up. So we just reduced the prolapse in Pee-wee, and it was very necrotic, you know, which tells me they had been out for a while and some of the tissue had died, so we had to remove it in order to have some good viable tissue with blood. And once it shrinks down and reduced, everything should be fine.
Hey, Mom. Hey. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
How's he doing?
Pee-wee is doing
Oh,
wonderful.
poor baby.
So see, we have some suture.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, so Dr. Ferguson wants to recheck Pee-wee in 2 weeks.
All right.
In the meantime, we do have some antibiotics and anti-inflammatory.
Okay, excellent. I had no doubt that Dr. Ferguson would be able to help me. Pee-wee has a long road ahead of him, but we're really optimistic about his chances of recovering and being adopted by a family. Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Monstro. How you feeling? It's day 3 of Monstro the Tegu's recovery, and I'm happy to report she's doing much better. I'm still looking good. You doing okay? We've successfully removed the baseball-sized inner lip. You know what a Tegu is?
The reptile?
Yeah, we had to do some surgery on one. I'm about to go home. You want to sit?
Yes, sir.
Now, my son, my baby, is going to help me send this baby home. What you think, man?
Oh, it's my baby girl. How you doing? Oh, Monster, how you doing, girl? Feeling much better? Oh, sweetheart. Let me sit you down. Oh, goodness.
It's a little different than the last time we saw each other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was looking pretty dark.
Very dark. You talk about nervous, and especially for you, I could tell how close you were.
I was frantic. I'm so happy. Just like so many good feelings going on right now that she's gonna be okay from now on.
We want to be real careful with that diet. What normally are you feeding?
Normally, I would give her like chicken necks, because I usually give that to her for the calcium in the bones.
That's a good diet, but I want you to take a hammer.
Okay.
And I want you to break those necks up more.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want the big pieces, because I literally removed a huge piece. You ready to go, huh?
Yeah. I'm just so thankful that Dr. Hodges did such an amazing work with her and just kept her strong throughout the way.
What you think, kid?
It's pretty cool.
Initially, it was such a scary thing to see this young man shed tears, and I knew how much Monstro meant to him. You know, that's why I just try to get in there and do your best, even though you're not sure. My friend.
So much. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, let me get you. It's okay, big girl. It's okay. You're gonna do much better now.
I reunited Monstro and Zan together, and to see their bond is the reason I became a veterinarian.
Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad Monstro is doing well, and this young man's happy. So today is a good day.
All right, baby girl. All right, let's bring you home.
Amid the spate of appointments today, ears, nose, and throat cases are all on hold.
Yeah, so Andy, you know we had this otoscope that we can project on the television screen.
Right.
But we got a problem.
Right.
One of the employees washed it in the laundry. And now it doesn't work anymore. How did that even happen?
These young children.
Well, they got to do better, though. Now it doesn't even work. So you think Rice will help me? Like the cell phone? Well, somebody's definitely in trouble around here.
Hey, Dr. Ferguson.
What's up? Hey.
Hey, I was wondering if you can look at this baby for me.
Who you got there?
So this is Ringo. I brought Ringo today. He is a veiled chameleon that I am fostering. Working here has honestly been a blessing because every animal that I take as a foster, I have gotten through Critter Fixer.
How many do you have?
I have 2. He has a sister actually named Rosie.
Do you have them together?
No, separate.
Good,
They
because
can't see each other.
They're territorial.
He came out of a situation where the lights were not quite exactly where they needed to be for veiled chameleons. So I just wanted Dr. Ferguson to take a look at his skin, make sure that I'm doing everything right. I'm a little concerned about him, though.
Chameleons are very tough animals to keep. We need to be sure that the temperature is correct, the lighting is correct, because all these things can affect them metabolically, and it can be detrimental if these things are not right.
So we need to make sure one is on UVA and UVB.
Okay.
So that's what you have now?
That's what I have now, correct,
Okay.
at least 10 hours.
There we go, at least 10 hours. Good. See this white scale area here?
Yeah.
So we're shedding. That's kind of normal. They'll do it individually. Unlike a snake where they shed the entire body, they'll do it individually. Yeah.
You hear that, bud?
He is pretty thin, though, Doc. Do you
He
think
is. I'm a little concerned
yeah.
because I've had him for about a month. I mean, he
Drew,
eats
let's get
just
down.
fine.
You get the scale, a little small. Let's get a weight today, and then we'll weigh periodically here to see if we're gaining or to make sure we're not losing. It may take a minute. You know, they aren't very large to start with, so even gaining, you know, like a couple grams is a lot. So let's see where we are now.
You gonna step on the scale, Ringo?
Come on, buddy. He's like, I don't like this thing
He's
here.
like, I really don't.
We may
He
have
said,
to
I'm
get a
gonna
cup.
clean. Yeah, let's get a cup because
We
he's
got
gonna
a
run
cup
off of
again.
that.
Oh, where you going, man? You're a climber. I see that.
He is a climber. He wants to go to the high ground every time.
I may be the highest ground in here. Just don't get up on this mountaintop right here. Now we can put him in and see if we stay in long enough to get a weight here. So we're 72 grams, a little thin. How are we eating and what are you feeding?
So he's eating crickets and dubia roaches. He loves them. He loves watching them crickets try
Yeah, that's good.
on his leaves.
Good.
That's
'Cause,
his
you know,
favorite thing.
Yeah, because these guys, you know, just like the other reptiles that we have, like bearded dragons, they can also develop metabolic bone issues. And a lot of it diet related. All right, so what I want to do is I want to weigh like once a week.
Okay.
And once we get to feel like we're doing a lot better, you know, we can find that forever, ever home. Rango looks very thin. In this case, I think it has a lot to do with the stress that this guy's been under. But the structure looked good. The bone development looked great. It's just that we need to put on some weight so we don't get into these metabolic issues. So I think with just a little feeding, a little more time with her, this guy's gonna be doing good. Hopefully you find a good home for him. And
I can't wait.
Michaela gonna keep this baby?
that's what they're gonna have me. So actually, I'm talking to the forever, ever home
You
right
are
now,
talking
right?
to the owner.
Well, look, you take care of this baby.
I kind of blame y'all, though, because I didn't know there was a thing like reptile rescues until I started working here. I took the office cat home, and now I'm taking home reptiles.
Well, look at you. Hey, look at you. Blame us.
I have full confidence that he is going to gain weight, and so part of me does want to keep Rango, but I do want to see him have his own forever home and be able to take care of another pet that might need my help a little bit more than Rango.
All right, Drea, we're gonna find who wash clothes around here.
I got it.
Gonna be a star, Ziggy.
Unlike the rock he usually sits on, Ziggy the iguana isn't feeling so hot this morning.
Ziggy, my man, 20 grand. How you doing?
How you doing, man?
What's going on?
He's not using his back legs anymore or tail whipping.
How long you had him?
About 6 months. My pet, Ziggy Marley, he's a blue iguana from the Cayman Islands. Pretty concerned about him because he started deteriorating. My UV light broke, and I went to the pet store, and they suggested this one, except that it was bull. After I got the lights, he started showing these signs where he stopped using his back legs.
Hey, boy. Hey, what's up, bud? I know. Come on over here. The owner got a replacement light, and it wasn't quite an ultraviolet light. Ultraviolet lights are similar to the sun. You need the sun or you need those rays to convert the vitamin D into the calcium for the bones. I'm a little worried and a little curious. Let me see how you move, bud. Come on. Come on, huh? Hey, boy, you ain't moving at all, huh? Come on. All right, man, let me go see what that bone distance look like. I'll be back. Give me 1 second, my friend.
Thanks, man.
Ziggy is a gorgeous iguana. Colors works real good, but he don't want to walk. I'm wondering if we weren't able to convert calcium, and we'll see. Kyle.
Yes, sir?
Does that look off right there? The bone?
Yeah.
His bone distance is definitely not good. Oh, boy.
The opacity looks weird.
I take x-rays and I'm taking a look, and I see some bone lesions or areas that don't have calcium in Ziggy's spine.
Is this supposed to look almost hollow-like right there?
It should not. There are lesions here, right through here, and that's why it's not walking. So, now we'll go tell your owner. How's it? Come on in, boss.
All right.
All right, let's follow this thing. It's on the side. I mean, look at the lesions here. He is definitely suffering from metabolic bone disease.
No.
Metabolic bone disease is when the bones don't receive enough calcium and they become quite hollow. They're easily broken, and this can really lead to death. But oftentimes, if we can catch them in time, we can reverse it. You are supplementing calcium now?
Yeah. I use that powder that you put on the food.
So what kind of foods?
Mustard greens, turnip greens.
Well, man, it sounds like you're doing everything right, except that UV light. I think
yeah,
that
the
might
UV light really
throws off.
Yeah.
Well, we just gonna treat for the inflammation and pain, and hopefully he feels better. Keep doing that, man.
All right.
I'll see you back in a second.
All
But
right.
you right on track.
All right.
The owner definitely seems to be doing a great job as far as different foods. The only problem is he bought the wrong type of lamp. Without the UV light, Ziggy has a vitamin D deficiency, but we can fix that. All I'm doing is hold them right there. There you get, man. Put it on the tip and just squirt it right.
Okay.
With these anti-inflammatories, as well as good food and getting that UV light squared away, I feel like Ziggy should get those legs back moving and should be healthy in no time.
Appreciate it.
You on spot, you mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's just that doggone light. But I mean, everything you're doing ain't nothing I would change.
All right, appreciate it, man.
All right.
I hope he gets better. Hope he has a 20-year-old life, you know, like a lot of iguanas do. Dr. Hodges is a great doctor. He's one of the most laid-back vets I've ever seen. I was real comfortable, nice environment, really nice doctor.
I know how to do it like a bag of chips. There we go.
She's interested in that camera. Are you a camera hog?
Hello.
Hey.
Sir, how are you?
I'm doing well.
I like your shirt. Did you bring a cobra?
No.
Okay, you know what I was gonna do, right?
Tell me to leave.
No, you can stay. I was leaving. All right, what we got?
We've got little Bo-Katan, and she's got a brown spot on her bottom right jaw. I brought Bo-Katan, my ball python, in today. For the first 2 months that I had Bo-Katan, I didn't even notice that she had anything. I looked her over from head to toe, or, well, head to tail, and found the little brown spot, tried to treat it at home with some iodine, but it grew bigger, so it was time to bring her into the professionals. I got her about 3 months ago, and she hadn't eaten, and I didn't catch it when I first bought her, so I don't know if it was there or...
All right, baby.
Yeah, she's real touchy about that.
Okay.
Because snakes digest their food slowly, they can go months without eating, and that's not really a big concern of mine. The big concern here is that wound near the mouth. We need to look at it, and we need to take care of that to make sure it doesn't develop into something that's more serious.
This the area you're talking about here?
Yes, sir.
You know what? We got a little infection going there. You just got the baby?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if they were feeding live?
Yes.
They were?
Feeding live mice.
Okay. When they have these live mice, because they'll get bitten by the mouse.
Right,
and
right.
So that's possibly what happened to this mouth area right here.
Okay.
But what we need to do is get it cleaned up a little bit, and then we need to do two things. We're gonna get a little ointment to put on that area, but we're gonna go on some antibiotics also.
Sounds great.
Okay, all right.
I'm just glad she didn't bite nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Face wounds are common in snakes when feeding live animals. Basically, the bait tries to defend itself. Left untreated, these things can become very severe. In this case, I'm sure we caught it in time. We can treat this with antibiotic ointment, and it should clear up here in a couple weeks.
See that area? Almost like it was a little cut and got a little scab. All right, good deal. You learn anything, man? You weren't paying attention, were you?
I was paying attention.
Okay.
You wiped it down with iodine, and then you put ointment on it.
And there you go. But we need to get some
antibiotics for them?
Yes, it's gonna be an injection every 3 days.
And we're also gonna use an antibiotic that we'll use by injection to kill the bacteria.
All right.
All right.
So we got that area wiped down clean, and we got a little ointment on there, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But we're working on some antibiotics for you that we're gonna do with a little IM injection there. So we wanna go in the little fatty areas on either side here, okay?
Just go under the scale.
Yep, just under there a little bit.
Oh, she didn't like
Yep,
that.
that's it. Very small amount of volume. So just alternate size, though, every 3 days.
Okay. Dr. Ferguson's great. Had the diagnosis right off the bat. I had actually been shopping for a vet for my snakes. To see one that's really local gives me a chance to support the local community and see some very exceptional vets.
Now, if you get a couple weeks out and we're still not eating, you get back in here.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Good to meet you.
All right, you too.
All right, little buddy.
Another day in Critifix, another day in paradise.
Whew, she's heavy.
Justine from the Georgia Reptile Society is back with a fork-tongued friend with monstrous charm.
Today I'm bringing in Paula Dean. She's an albino Burmese python.
She's so pretty.
She's the color of butter. That's why her name is Paula Dean.
Good girl.
She is 9 years old and weighs about 150 pounds, and she's 12 and a half feet long. Come on, baby, let's go.
Oh, she's thick.
That's a real snake.
There's always a fun morning here at Critifix when there are gigantic snakes slithering down the hallways. We see quite a few snakes, but very rarely do we see snakes this big. I need some muscle, so I'm grabbing Paul and I'm grabbing VJ. Hey, what's up? What you think about this little snake?
I think me and you got different definitions of little.
What's been going on with Paula Dean?
Well, we just got done doing the Georgia Renaissance Festival. We educate the people that go to the festival about reptiles. She had her own pool, her own spa. Unfortunately, the spa could not be treated because it's outdoors and there were native animals in it, some frogs. Because there were native animals in it, I wanted to get her dewormed just to be on the safe side.
Definitely. Let me go get her meds. I'll be back.
All right.
Parasites can be a very common problem when you're dealing with wild animals. Pauline's been exposed to wild frogs, so we want to make sure that she doesn't have any parasites. A parasite burden and a huge Burmese python like this can be deadly for them. We're gonna deworm her today just as a precautionary.
Getting up some dewormer for Miss Paula Dean. Miss Paula Dean gets a lot of dewormer because she's a lot of snake. This is gonna be fun because it is oral.
Keep you company.
It's not easy to take care of an animal like this.
Hey, girl.
You want me to help you?
Sure.
Oh, Lord. What's happening? I'm trapped, you guys.
Just hold her butt. I need someone to hold her down here.
Okay. Is there somewhere you need me to hold, or?
Right there.
Where?
I got her.
Got her?
I know, baby, I know. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Like a jaw trap here. Come on, open up. I got it.
Almost. Jeez.
You're gonna get some teeth.
Yeah. Open
Come
up.
on, Paula Dean, say ah.
Gotta get it far down there, too. It won't. You gotta get it down her throat. Unfortunately, it's not gonna go in.
Hey. There's the bite.
Oh, man.
She has a lot of teeth in there.
My hand got caught on. And she definitely didn't do it on purpose, but I'm actually bleeding just a little bit. Slit my hand.
Is it bleeding bad, Doc?
This is a deworming appointment, which is usually quite simple if you got a little bit of snake. But when you got a big snake, something that's usually really simple becomes really, really hard. I got the cut on my finger to show for it.
You got anything flat? You gotta unhinge her jaw.
Yeah, I got some.
Go through the side, and then you're gonna have to press it in, if you can. And just have her open her mouth wide for you.
I want to break it.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Good girl. Thank you. She's like, what happened? Just now. I'm sorry, baby. Okay. Well, that was it with her?
Yeah, I'm just looking at her. She's so pretty. I don't deal with 150-pound snakes often, but I'm pretty relieved we've gotten the medicine inside Pauline, and she should be fine.
Did she get enough of it?
Oh, yeah, she.
Okay. What a workout.
You tired?
Yeah, I'm always tired after handling her. I'm really glad that we got this done. It's a sigh of relief for me. I don't have to worry about any potential parasite infections, which is awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I bet you are cold. Come here. Get you wrapped up.
A bearded dragon is at the clinic with a lot less fire in its belly than normal.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How about y'all?
Doing good.
Who we got here?
Dune.
Dune, what's going on with her?
She was a little grumpy a couple weeks ago and had a little bit of runny stool.
Okay. She been a little bit laid back, a little lethargic last couple weeks? Okay.
Dune is our 2-year-old bearded dragon, and she belongs to my son, Cole, and it's our first exotic pet.
Let me take a look at you. How long you had it, baby?
It's a year. That's my son's.
It's funny how the kids get stuff, and we always inherit them, huh?
That's right.
My daughter gets all these animals, and then they belong to me and Mama now.
That's right.
Oh, look pretty good. So we're gonna try to see if we can get a stool sample here.
Okay.
Probably gonna get a full little body x-ray too.
Okay.
And what I wanna do is look at the bones, make sure they're in good shape, as well as we'll look at the thorax and the abdomen, okay?
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Most concern right now is the parasites. They can have pinworms and coccidia. We wanna make sure they don't have that. I think we're comfortable right now.
Oh.
All right, let's take a look at these x-rays. The first thing that I'm looking for is just what the bones look like, and that tells me a lot about nutrition. One thing they get a lot is metabolic bone disease, but we don't have that here. For the most part, these x-rays look pretty good. Next thing we look at, we want to check the stool to make sure we don't have any parasites. Finding that little digestive area can be a little challenging here sometimes. All right, you can let me go, bud.
I'll let you find it.
I'll hold this way and you go the other way.
Okay.
Let me make a slide here. When looking under the microscope, I'm actually looking for eggs. I'm not actually looking for the parasite themselves. They're very distinctive. They have a nice outside membrane, and they're usually round. Nothing so far.
That's good.
Yeah, which is the great thing. We have a little more slide left, though. Well, we got some kind of enteritis, though, because we got some loose stools. But it's not caused by parasites, so that's a good thing.
So maybe something he ate?
Yeah, could have been that or just, bacteria.
We don't want no lettuce today.
Not today. We gotta get that gut back right, huh? Let's go back in.
Okay. We back now.
All right, we're back.
How we doing?
We're doing pretty good. We ruled out some things, okay?
Okay.
There wasn't any issue with parasites that's causing the stools to be a little loose.
Great.
The next thing is we ruled out any kind of metabolic bone issue or anything like that by taking x-rays, and that looks super too. What we're left with is enteritis. It's caused the guts to be a little bit inflamed, and it's caused by bacteria.
Okay.
So we have to put them on an antibiotic that's specially formulated for the GI tract to help get it under control. So we're gonna mix up some medicine for you here, okay? So what flavor do you like?
Bug.
I don't know if we got bug flavor. We may have...
Blueberry?
Yeah, we probably got some blueberry. And I probably want to recheck here in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was expecting some internal parasites, and she didn't have any, which is great. There's not very many exotic pet veterinarians in the middle Georgia area, and we're blessed to have them. This is best case scenario for us. Come here. Feeling better, dude?
How y'all?
What's going on?
What you got there?
Blackbeard, the bearded dragon. We would like you to check out his tail, the very tip.
Hey, bud.
Today we're bringing in Blackbeard, the bearded dragon, to have Dr. Hodges maybe look at his tail. He's had an issue for about a month and a half, but it just doesn't seem like it's getting any better. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it.
Ooh, look at that beard. He's ready to get the heck up out of here now. Y'all done got Blackbeard out.
And that's his name.
Blackbeard. Blackbeard definitely earned his name. This area fluffs out and gets really, really black, especially when he's a little agitated or you're doing something that he really don't like.
I was like, something smells like poo all the time. But then I realized, as I thought his tail was shedding, it broke. And you see the end there? It looks a little dark. And I've noticed over the last few days that that's gotten dark further down there.
We got some tail rot.
So do we need to give him antibiotics?
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to see if I need to take any more off this tail. Bearded dragons' tails are long and they whip them around. Oftentimes, their tail rot is caused by some kind of traumatic event. That area turns black, it gets infected, and it can be really serious. You don't even feel it.
Oh, that very tip?
Nah.
That's not good.
You're gonna have to cut a little piece off so that we don't keep losing that tail, because I've seen it go all the way up.
Yeah.
We're gonna snip it off and sew it up and hopefully get this bearded dragon on the right road. What I'm doing is simply putting lidocaine so we shouldn't feel anything. All right. We need to just make sure that we only got good, healthy tissue, and this bearded will be perfectly fine.
All right, relax. Ain't getting restless now.
Calm down, bud. You shouldn't feel a thing. All right. Get a little bit more.
What's that you're getting out on?
Checking out the vertebrae, trying to get to a blood supply. Ideally, I want this to bleed. You lose the blood supply, it just starts to die and get necrotic.
All right.
I got a little bleeding there.
Oh, Blackbeard.
You doing all right, bud?
He a little mad.
You be mad if somebody cut your tail off?
I mean, taking it like a champ.
All right, you good to go? Your beard's still black, I see.
I need to get him some antibiotics.
Yeah.
All right.
You went through the surgery really, really well, and I think this beard is gonna be perfectly fine.
Ooh, he is so mad.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen his beard that black.
It looks great. Right now he's a little angry, but once we get him back home and feed him some worms, he'll be fine.
He's like, nice knowing you, but hope not to see you again.
It's okay. Loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. Oh, you pooped more? I'm sorry.
I brought in Josephine the box turtle.
I know, Bubby. It's okay.
I volunteer with the rescue with the Georgia Reptile Society, and occasionally we get box turtles in.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you today?
Good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, you got a little turtle friend here today.
Yes, I do. This is Josephine.
What's going on?
She was a surrender to us, and we noticed she had this big bulge on the right side of her face here.
All right, yeah, I definitely can see it right there.
She's not very head shy for being a wild turtle, though.
Oh, see, yeah, which is a good thing. We can do a good examination there.
Right. Reptiles are a very misunderstood species. People say that because they're cold-blooded, therefore they have cold hearts, you know. But I'll snuggle with my lizard, my snake, the same way people do it with dogs, too. They just all have a certain way of communicating that back to us.
You certainly are not shy.
Definitely spirited, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Whether they were large or small, about the same.
We've only had her for like maybe a little over a week.
Okay.
So we're gonna re-release her once we get that taken care of, if it's at all possible.
Yeah, we definitely have a little lump right there, okay? Initially, what I want to do is x-ray. Take an x-ray here, okay?
Perfect.
And take a look at it, and let's see if we got anything else going on. What we probably have to do is relax with a little anesthesia.
Yeah.
And kind of just make a little nick to open a little bit and flush that thing out.
That'd be great.
All right?
Oh.
You ready to go?
You can go for an x-ray.
You're so heavy, I think I'm gonna give you the paw. You're kind of heavy there,
Yeah. Just be careful, she might pee and poop again.
Well, that's why I gave the paw. All right, we can go back in. Taking an x-ray, I really want to see the extent of the abscess. I want to see if it extends all the way down the bone, which is going to mean that it's a lot more severe than we think it is. It's right on the side here. If you compare these two sides, you can see there's definitely a larger area here than there is there. The white area is what I'm looking at. If it gets larger, it can rupture. It can get in the bloodstream and cause septicemia. And these guys, they can die from these abscesses. So it's very important that we get it taken care of. And the good thing about it, I think we caught it early, so it's not huge, but it's large enough that it needs to be addressed. Everything looks good, Paul, except for this abscess. So we're gonna have to gas him down here.
What you think might have caused it?
It's been a while, man. Could have been a bite from another one, maybe a little predator or something. Make it happen, buddy. We're gonna have to chemically restrain here. We have a chamber that we use, and we use isoflurane, which is inhalant anesthesia, to relax. Then we'll take a blade, we'll open that area, and we'll flush it out to make sure we get everything out, and then we get on some antibiotics. All right, nighty night for the turtle. So I'm just gonna need just a little blade.
You ain't nowhere near out.
Like holding his breath, like being underwater, huh?
You're actually right. That's how they are.
It won't be long, though. You can't stay in there forever, can you?
Like we feeling something?
We'll stop blinking as much, and we'll know that we're asleep. But we're still blinking, so we're not ready. Josephine, come on, Josephine. Turtle girl. Maybe we gotta sing to her.
I ain't much of a singer.
Well, I'm not either, so I guess we're going to rely on that anesthesia, aren't we?
Yep.
You know, turtles trying to give gas anesthesia, it takes a while, because of course they can be underwater for a while, so they can hold their breath and they're not inhaling it in. So it's just taking a little bit longer. But we're gonna be here till Josephine cooperates with us. You're getting sleepy, Josephine. Rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop.
Nope.
Don't you know, waiting on you. You're getting sleepy. All right, go to sleep.
She don't want to cooperate.
When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. You're making me sleepy just watching. Josephine, you got me sleepy. I'm gonna go to sleep with you, Josephine. Wait on this turtle to go to sleep. We get a little rest. Look, I see you yawning over there too.
Yeah,
so at least we get a little rest while we're waiting, right? Since it's taking a little while to go down, we still aren't in the plane of anesthesia that I want. We're gonna give a little bit of an injectable anesthesia so we can get in the correct plane so we can last this abscess. All right, let's see what that does. I think it's working, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
You think we good?
Oh, I don't know. My singing wasn't really good, but let's check out what we're dealing with.
Like we relaxing.
An abscess can be anywhere, but in this case, it's right on the neck, which is very close to a vital organ there. So we have to be very careful here in lancing this thing to make sure that we don't hit an area we don't want to, like the jugular vein.
We're trying to draw in now.
All right, now come back.
Like if I hold her upside down, it slides out.
There you go. We just want to get that a little bit out right there. I could just have like just a little core in there. All right. I'm gonna leave it open there. I'm not gonna close it. All right, little buddy. Hold on. We're gonna bait it down. So after opening this abscess, I see that there's purulent material in here, which is bacteria, which is why it's an abscess. We have to open this area and we have to flush it. Sometimes we don't close them because we want to leave them open to drain, just in case there's still a little bit of that bacteria in there. So after a few days, it'll heal up and you won't even know it was there.
All right. Hey, baby girl.
We're still a little
What you do? Yeah, I see that. You're not so lively right now, are you?
See like here, open it up right there. I left it open to drain. It'll heal here in a couple of days. It'll be healed up there.
Yeah.
But everything went good.
I think Dr. Ferguson did a great job. I'm glad there wasn't any extra issues or anything that was found. She did really well.
So we got some antibiotics I want you to give for a few days here, okay? Just 3 days.
Of course.
And I'm just gonna give it by mouth, very small amount. But everything went great, okay?
Good,
So you'll be able to go home and you'll be able to be released in probably about the end of the week. And we're ready to go.
Oh, yay! We usually try to stay relatively close to their natural area where they were found. So we're basically gonna go through that area and try to find a section that has a lot of wild land to keep her away from any kind of human contact.
Paul will bring no antibiotics in 1 minute. Bring my front for you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, you have a good one.
Yeah,
all right.
you too.
Yes,
all right, come on, baby, let's go home.
All right.